Good morning, my dear students. I am Dr. Archana Pandit. Today, we will quickly revise the poem Uphill by Christina Rosetti. As you all know, Christina Rosetti was born in 1830 and she was the sister of Dante Gabriel Rossetti, the influential pre-Raphaelite artist and poet. She was the youngest child in an extraordinary gifted family. Her father, the Italian poet and political exile Gabriel Rossetti, immigrated to England in 1824 and established a career as a Dante scholar and teacher of Italian in London. He married the half English, half Italian Frances Polidori in 1826 and they had 4 children, and Christina was the 4th child among them. Christina started writing at a very young age, and as she grew older, she experimented with many poetic forms. Her most well-known book of verse is Goblin Market and Other Poems, which was critically well received and became very famous. Within a few years, she was seen as one of the most important female poets of her time, and her work has been acknowledged as an influence on many later writers. Uphill is an allegorical poem. This is an allegory of a life of any human being, which is full of ups and downs. Nobody's life is simple and easy, but everybody's life is having problems and solutions. This is the message given in this poem. The poem takes the form of a series of questions. One voice asks the questions about the journey, while the second voice provides answers to them. The poem begins like this. Does the road wind up hill all the way? Does the road wind up hill all the way? Yes, to the very end. The first speaker asked the question whether the complete road is full of winding roads and it leads to the top of the hill. And the second voice answers, yes, the complete road to the hill is winding road. It is a ghat road, as we say. It is having ups and downs. The first speaker says, will the day's journey take the whole long day? From morn to night, my friend, the second voice answers. The first person is asking whether the journey will take whole long day. And the second voice answers, yes, the journey will take the whole day from morning to night. As I have said earlier, this is an allegorical poem. Here, the hill, it stands for the aims and the objectives in our own life, and the road to it, the winding road to it, symbolizes the path we chooses to achieve our aims and objectives in life. And nobody's road is easy, nobody's road is simple, no choice is easy, no choice is shortcut. The road to the success is always full of difficulties, full of challenges, and one has to overcome those difficulties and challenges to achieve one's aim. So the winding road symbolizes the difficulties and the challenges the human beings face in their day-to-day life in achieving their aims. The journey here symbolizes the journey of human beings' life, and the whole long day symbolizes the whole life of a human being. From morning to night, morning here symbolizes the birth of the human being, and death symbolizes, the night symbolizes the death. So whatever the human being has to achieve, he or she has to achieve between these two ends, from birth to death. The second stanza. But is there for the night a resting place? The first speaker is speaking. He is asking the second person, is there a resting place? Yes, I agree. He says that the road is full of challenges and difficulties, but as a traveler in the journey has a resting place like your lodging in these current days. So is there a night? At night can I have a resting place? He is asking. And the second voice answers, a roof for when the slow dark hour begins. Yes, there is a resting place after the sunset, after the dark hours. There is a roof. For everyone there is a roof. There is a shelter. Roof here symbolizes the shelter where one can slow down and take rest. Here the dark hours also symbolizes the bad patch in one's lives. Everybody has got a difficult period. Times are not similar. Everybody faces the phases in lives. Good times are there, bad times are there. And what human beings do when they face the bad times, the difficulties, they start crying. They start asking question to God, why this to me, why only to me? But the same question is not asked when they have the good times. So the suggestion given by the poet or the speaker is that whenever you have such kind of bad phases in your life, what one can do is you can slow down the pace of life, you can slow down the speed of your life, you can find a shelter. To find a shelter means not to find an inn or a lodging place, but here the shelter means that you have to stop, you have to think what mistakes I have committed, you have to ponder over your life, what change I can do. One has to think, nobody is going to give you the change, you have to be the change you want to change. In the second stanza further he says, may not the darkness hide it from my face. May not the darkness hide it from my face. And the answer the speaker, the second person gives is, you cannot miss that in. Yes, everybody has to face the darkness in his or her life. The darkness are the difficulties, the challenges, the bad patch, the bad times. Maybe accidents, maybe diseases, maybe failures. Whatever one faces in one's lives, that is the whole darkness. And at such times, what one starts thinking is that there is no light after this darkness. But the speaker is saying, keep this in mind, every dark cloud has a silver lining. After every bad patch, there will be a good one. This is the natural cycle. So wait patiently. Patience. Patience is the key to success. Here is the message given by Christina Rosetti. So don't hide your faces. Don't lose your identities. Don't miss your chances. This is the message. You cannot miss that in. Don't miss your aims. Don't miss your choices. Because it is very important. Don't give away your hopes. In the third stanza, shall I meet other wayfarers at night, those who have gone before? The first person asks, shall I meet other wayfarers at night? This is a human tendency. When we are alone, when we are facing the difficulties, we are facing the challenges, we are very much depressed. We start blaming others, we start blaming God. But when we see that there are many people around us, we are sailing in the same boat, everybody is having the problem, we feel safe and secure. Yes, I am not the alone. There are many people like me who are suffering. So this is the question. This is the general human ordinary tendency, that are there any other wayfarers, are there any other travelers on this journey who have gone before, who have traveled before me and who are facing these challenges? And the second person says, yes, surely there are many one. There are many people who have gone before you and who have traveled through these difficult times. and now they are at the win-win situation. In the third stanza, again the person asks, then must I knock? Then must I knock or call when just inside? The answer the second person gives is, they will not keep you waiting at that door. First person asks whether I should knock them, whether should I knock on the doors of the people or the travelers who have traveled before me, who have faced the similar challenges which I am facing currently. Shall I take advice from them? Shall I knock on their doors? Shall I learn from their lessons? Shall I call them? Shall I take their advice when I see such kind of people around me? And the answer is yes, why not? One has to seek the answers to the questions. Don't waste your time on solving the questions which have been solved before. You can surely get advice, and by traveling through such difficult periods and seeking answers, they have become knowledgeable. They will not keep you waiting. They will immediately forward their advices to you. This is the message given by the second person. So, do not feel shy, do not feel ashamed in seeking advices, in gaining knowledge from others, having communication. Today, many people, while they are chasing their aims, while they are pursuing their dreams, they are facing many challenges, and in such kind of situations, they say, I am under stress, I am feeling negative, I am not optimistic, I am becoming pessimistic day by day. There is lot of competition, there is rat race, there is cutthroat competition. So, in such kind of gloomy situations, what one can do is seek advices from the people who have gone further. Have a communication. Don't let the communication gap reside. Communication gap leads to failures. So, taking knowledge, seeking knowledge from the earlier generations, it is also very important. And in the last stanza, the person says, shall I find comfort? Shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak? And the answer is, of labor you shall find the sum. Yes, the journey is not comfortable. It is not having any luxuries. You can say 3-tier AC coaches there, and the waiters and the waitresses, they are serving you food and drinks and everything. The travel of life is full of challenges. It's full of difficulties. You have to earn your own bread. You have to earn your own livelihood. Nobody will run for you. Nobody will serve you. You have to earn your own services. So maybe you will be injured in this journey. Maybe you will be hurt in this journey. By running, by chasing your dreams, you will become weak. You will lose your energy. You will lose your vitality. But it's but natural, because the answer given by the second voice is, the labor pays. Whatever you eat after doing a hard work, it tastes very good. And sitting idly at home, if you start eating, you will start finding many faults in that food. So, labor pays. Whatever is earned after a long journey, after a journey full of challenges and difficulties, that will be a win-win situation. That will be a good success. It will be like a sweet honey. It will give you calmness, a soothing effect. The total sum effect, the second person is saying, the total sum effect of your labor will surely pay you at the end. Will there be beds for me? The person is asking, the first person is asking, and all who seek. Yes, the second person says, yes, beds for all who come. This is the life, this is the journey. Beds are ready. From morning to night, from birth to death, we are traveling, we are seeking our goals, we are facing the difficulties, we are finding the solutions, we are earning whatever we want. We are happy, we are optimistic, we are pessimistic, but at the end, the result is same, beds are waiting. The bed here symbolizes the deathbed, the graves. Everybody is going to die. No human being is immortal. After chasing our dreams, everybody is going to die one day. And that is the end of everyone who has been born on this earth. Yes, beds for all who come, he says. Means who is born, he is going to die. She is born, she is going to die. We are not gods, we are not immortals. Yes, so this is uphill. Uphill here stands for the peak of success, your aims, dreams, goals, whatever we have set, and the road is winding roads. The road is difficult, the road is full of challenges. The road is full of dark patches, bad times. You have to wait, you have to meditate, you have to be patient, you have to seek answers, and then you will reach the peak of success. But the end of all this is going to be the death. So this is the poem. This is the philosophy of life explained in this poem in a metaphorical manner, in an allegorical manner. The poem is a typical of Victorian religious poetry which counsels goodness, duty and sacrifice in the midst of suffering and promises a heavenly reward in return. So this is it, my dear friends. Uphill by Christina Rosetti. Do study well. Have a good day. Thank you very much.